Stupid, useless, unstable. These are the three of many traits that many people use to label an annoying character. Okay, let's pause this for a second. I gotta change of plans. So I kind of want to first explain that the reason why I came up with clone tapes in the first place was because I didn't want to become a shell of my former self and just post the old content that I posted before. But I'm looking at the content that I'm creating now with black hair, which will come out soon, and looking at this video, and they're really just all similar because at the end of the day, it's still my voice. So instead of kind of just having this new channel like be on the side, I'm just gonna listen to what OneCloud9 said, and I'm just gonna post all the content on the main channel because I'm a senior in high school and videos are gonna take a long time to work on, so I'm just gonna post everything on here. All right, back to the video. Annoying character. Just like anyone else, I also love to enjoy many pieces of media, and just like in every piece of media, there's always that character that you hate. A character that destroys your experience, makes you shrivel up inside, and makes you scream at your device. So in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about the most annoying characters, starting off with Homelander. Homelander from The Boys has to be one of the most crybaby man-child characters I think I've ever seen, and it's because of these crybaby traits that makes him so menacing every time he's on screen. Like, I don't know if it's just me, but every time this man pops up on screen, it's as if a psychologist came out of nowhere and diagnosed me with anxiety. Why? Because you never know if one day you piss him off by accident and then zap, there goes your head. Shit's actually insane, but I wouldn't call him an annoying character because of these traits, because obviously if he wasn't evil, that would defeat the entire point of him even being an antagonist in the show in the first place. In fact, I actually liked Homelander at least all the way up until season 4. He's just so out of place now. Like, how are you gonna complain that everyone in the 7 is a meat rider and how nobody's open-minded when half of the 7 is either dead or have seen what you are capable of and left? Then he has the nerve to go on to ask The Deep, which is also an annoying character, to go on and suck off A-Train.
Blow A-Train. What? Pull out A-Train's and blow him.
Man, I'm dead.
Like, what? That's wild. Speaking of The Deep, he's also an annoying character too. Like, I wouldn't even lie, in some seasons that The Boys had, there were some times where I just skipped The Deep's entire screen time because, man, it was so pointless. All he would do is either talk or have bestiality with his pet octopus, which was very weird, or mope around all depressed and add nothing to the plot, which was also weird and pathetic. And even after 3 seasons later, he still has nothing, man. I mean, all he does is just clap the new soup's cheeks, and that's literally about it. I'm tired of talking about these characters, man. Next up is Caillou. Caillou has to be one of the most insufferable kids I've seen on live television. Even as a kid myself, I still recognize that he was a little brat. All he would do is cry, be an asshole to his sister, have one tantrum after another, complain, get sick of it, and then do it some more. This child's aura just screams negativity and brings absolutely nothing to the show. And the show is about him. That's how dumb and terrible he is. In fact, you'd probably trip if he was running around in the supermarket, because he could not give a flying fuck about anything that he does. And the worst part is that his parents low-key enabled it. Because what's stopping Boris or Doris to hit behind?
You must have lost your goddamn mind.
Now, I don't support child abuse in any way or form, but someone has to discipline him. And I just happened to find out that the most effective way of discipline is to use that chancla or wet towel or whatever you gotta do to straighten this man. But it never happens because he somehow always gets his way. If Light Yagami was a bald, obnoxious brat whose only contribution to society was to scream all the time, then this would be it. And the influence that this show had on young kids back in the day was crazy, man. Like, you got multiple people on online forums coming out the woodworks telling their own story about how this show got banned in their household. And why, you may ask? Because this bald fuck was influencing all the kids all over the world to also be a douchebag to everyone else they speak to. Oh, and also his voice is extremely high-pitched. Never liked him. Honestly, 0 out of 10. Next up, we got Mickey from Silent Voice. Now, I know many people out there have already made their thoughts about what they have to think about these two douchebags. But that won't stop me from talking about her. I just need y'all to be reminded of how much of a bitch she was. I already know the infamous scene where she unnecessarily yells out her response intentionally in front of the entire class, but nobody ever questions why.
with you.
Oh, God. It's time to go bye-bye. Why would you do that after spending all of that time with him, spending all those hours trying to be so nice to him, treating everyone nice, and then all of a sudden she just fucks him over? Why would you do that? Like, what do you gain from doing this shit? Credibility? Attention? Seriously? And then she just comes back like it's nothing. Like, look at her. She likes to seem like she's such a hero, when in reality, she's as useless as the gum hanging at the bottom of my shoe. And then after all of that, she still has the nerve to walk up to this man and tries to shrug it off like nothing happened.
What's up, Doc?
At least Naoka has the balls to admit that they were all involved. Pathetic ass. Next up, we got Candace from Phineas and Ferb. I never liked Candace. I always hated her from the start. Candace has always been an annoying, useless antagonist to me, apart from Dr. Doofenshmirtz, because she would always choose to be a bitch for no reason at all.
I don't wanna put the hurt on you, but you better believe.
I mean, yeah, you can say she's somewhat of a normal teenager doing normal teenager things, but nah, I don't see it that way. Like, for starters, she literally has no life whatsoever. Each and every single episode of the show, she's always trying to get her brothers in trouble, even though she knows that she's not gonna achieve anything from doing this. It's as if she dedicated her entire life to getting Phineas and Ferb in trouble. It's hilarious how time and time again she says things like, I'm not a teenager, I'm just an adult. But then she fails to realize how dumb that sounds, because actual adults don't infatuate their entire lives trying to hate on their own siblings just because.
All y'all going ahead. You right there. Hell, you. Hell, you.
And I've heard time and time again that many people have said, ooh, she really does care about her siblings. But I think that's a whole lot of baloney. Also, off topic, but how come everyone in this family got the craziest builds imaginable? You got Ferb with his huge ass nose, you can tell bro can sniff colors. And then you got Phineas with his Dorito shaped head. How can bro even put a shirt on with a head that size? Is it a button up? Do they live in the future? Like, this is 2007 to 2015 we're talking about here. Can't forget about the main subject, Candace, with her pea-sized head, and Isabella. God damn, everyone in this show is cooked. This is just a tragedy. But who is the most annoying character I find on this list? Who is the one with no spine, no self-awareness, the character who I hate the most? Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to Greg Heffley. This kid right here has to be the biggest top of all fiction. Now, all of us have read the Diary of a Wimpy Kid at least at some point in our lives, and when you read it, you tend to read it in the way Greg perceives his life. You know, his point of view. But when you take off those rose-tinted glasses and actually open wide your eyeballs, you tend to realize how horrible this kid is. Greg Heffley is a terrible person. He's a psychopath. He threw a football at a tricycle and fractured Riley's arm. Then when he saw that Riley was getting all of the attention and all of this validation, he decided to clone him. Now I know I'm in no position to talk about clones, but still, Greg is a huge narcissist, and the way that he handles situations is just straight up evil. Like, for an example, Riley sleeps over at Greg's house, right? And for some reason, Riley chooses to kick his pillow every time he makes it downstairs. So Greg sees this and decides to be a little rascal, a little devilish. So what does he do? Sticks a dumbbell right under the pillow, intentionally getting Riley to break all of his nose. What is wrong with you? And that's all I wanted to say. Moral of the story?